Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Just give me a second. I know I invited you here, but I still hold on. I need to send out a thing. Let me just Oh, wow. Okay, wait. That's tiny. How do I make that bigger? Um Happy Valentine's Day before I go to bed. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. Hold on. I think I'm okay. I'm not quiet if I have to I can't I I can't speak quietly. I'm still getting used to this thing. I don't know how I sound. I hopefully I sound okay. Hold on, let me put on some music. I don't know why I haven't put anything on. I sound just fine. All right, good. Hi Macy. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a good day. I hope you ate some yummy chocolate as well. Hold on, let me see if I can't put something on real quick. Hi Presville. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. Hold on. um Let me see if I can't find a nice. I don't know what kind of background music. Maybe I should just hold on. Whoa! Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Um. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I hope everybody's been having a good day. I've been I've been good. I had an alright day. You know, it was alright. I can't complain. Ah, Louise. Hello. 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 Okay. Um. Yeah, I didn't really have anything planned. But I thought we could just hang out. You know, doesn't that sound nice? I thought it sounded nice. I like that personally. When I don't know, I feel like everybody might have a different answer. For if you had to, I don't know, for example, bring someone on a date, where would you take them? But honestly, I just like being home and chilling. That's what I like doing. So instead of I don't know, doing some instead of doing some nowhere Lamau, I don't want that responsibility. Oh, you're just gonna be alone forever then? That doesn't sound fun. Probably. Oh, don't say that. You'll find someone. But yeah, I I just imagine like snuggling up and watching some silly videos. That's what I would want to do. So we can watch some stuff if you guys want, or we could just talk. Didn't even realize it was Valentine's Day until people started saying it was. Yeah, people, you know, especially VTubers. It's a pretty big day for them. Yeah, it's nice just being beside someone, and just enjoying their presence. Not even necessarily, you don't even have to like necessarily talk. Just like being, I don't know, just being with each other is really nice. Not like I have an experience, but you know, I think that's what would be good. That I gotta get that parasocialness up in the VTuber world. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. And I don't think it hurts. Playing pretend for a day. No, as long as everybody knows that it is indeed pretend, but you know. I don't relate. I couldn't like I couldn't I couldn't share someone with like, you know, 1,000 other people. Cuz that's basically what streamers are, right? It's like a relationship partner that you share with like 1,000 people. Not necessarily, but I mean, I guess in some instances it might be that. That's just how VTubers tend to be. Maybe sometimes, yeah. I mean, I was mulling over some ideas, but ultimately I just settled on just hanging out because that's what I enjoy, but I don't know. Maybe for White Day or something, we can do like a more of a roleplay thingy. A pretty common one is like you know, like dinner. Hi Kara. Yeah, a pretty common stream is like like a dinner date or something like that. And I don't think I've ever done something like that before. But it's also hard to roleplay because you have to somewhat ignore the chat or treat chat as like a single person, which is hard because in my eyes you each have like your own unique and very special identities. So it's kind of hard to just lump everybody up into like a single person and then call them chat or whatever. You know. Okay, I forgot the hold on. Okay, let me actually finish sending this tweet out. There you go. Yeah, to be honest, I do want to experiment with more scripted content maybe in the future. I did actually come up with an idea, a cool idea when I was working, because my mind tends to just like wander and start dreaming up stream ideas. And I thought of something. I was like, that sounds really cool, or like to me sounded in the moment sounded pretty cool. But there's a lot that I would have to get done for it, because I'd want to do it like I wouldn't want to do it lazily. That's usually what I do when I have an idea. Like I do it really lazily, so it's not as good as it was in my head. But for this, it would have to be very. And also, I don't even know if I. Yes, it came up due to some recent things. It came to me in an idea. But I also have to let the Discord know. Oh no. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the karaoke stream 2 days ago. I forget when it was. 3 days ago. I think it was 3 days ago at this point. Or no, 2 days ago. I did it at like 3 a.m. So it's yeah, I think it was a very good learning experience. Because yeah, I mostly just learned a lot about what it's like to actually perform in front of people. And I think the most important lesson was probably don't try to drink alcohol beforehand, because I guess I thought it was like it would be fine, because I've heard of like other people doing it, like drinking alcohol. I mean, it's very common, right? It's karaoke bars, right? But like in order to actually sing good, I think I need to not partake. Mainly because right now I'm still very much a beginner, and a lot of stuff that I guess would come pretty naturally to more proficient singers. I have to like use a lot of concentration. Like I really have to like focus on my breathing and engaging my diaphragm, and and actually like getting the lyrics right and stuff. It's not like doesn't come as naturally to me. It's probably because I didn't practice enough as well. But But yeah, I thought it would be easier, but I guess how other streamers, not stream, yeah, because I watched other VTubers get drunk and do karaoke and still be amazing, but I think that's only because it's probably muscle memory for them. They probably just internalized that, and now they can do it without thinking much. But hi, Chalice, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now I did say I wanted to watch some stuff maybe, but I don't even know. That was kind of just like a last minute idea. Cause I was thinking like, what do people do on Valentine's Day? And I'm thinking I would want to. Oh, I thought I might have been lagging for a second. I thought Valentine's was yesterday. It was still Valentine's Day in my time zone. It is in most of America, it is Valentine's Day still, but it's technically 12, so already past 12 for me, so technically not Valentine's Day anymore, but it's still like Valentine's Day night, probably, you know? Like, people are still celebrating it, so it's fine. Did you have a good one? Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't very romantic, but it was a good day overall. The only chocolate I received was from my mom. She was just like, "Hey, I got you this," and it's like, a tiny box of chocolate with like 7 chocolates. It was 6 different chocolates, like different flavors of it. And the ones I did have were good, but also I'm not a big fan of those assorted ones because I don't I ended up not liking like more than half of them because there were 7 in the box, and and four of them were like I just like regular chocolate, right? Maybe with some like a cream or caramel in the inside, but I don't like when they put like nuts or like strawberry cream in it. Yeah, controversial, but I'm not the biggest fan of strawberries. Well, I mean, I could probably have strawberry flavored other things, just don't put it in my chocolate. Basically, I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, and I found a box, not a box, but I found a chocolate bar from from Christmas that I still hadn't eaten yet. It's a hold on, I need to get it. It's also Russell Stover. They're all the chocolates they're always like Russell Stover. I don't know why. Yeah, this is it's $1 million chocolate, so it's just like a regular chocolate bar, but the outside of it is like it looks like a money. It looks like money. I can't remember. Once I got like oh yeah, once I got money soap for a gift. I think it was like the Christmas before last Christmas. I got something called like money soap, and it was literally just like soap with money in it, and you had to like wear it down. And like the soap, like it's like a weird gimmick gift, so like I didn't trust the quality of the soap, and so I probably wasn't gonna use it. So I just cut it. I just like dug into it with a knife. I'm like, give me my money. Holy gotcha soap. Yeah, it was gotcha soap because I think it could be like $1, $5, or $10, something like that. It was $1. I don't have very good luck. No, no. Hi Alice. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's why I don't try my luck. I don't play gacha games or anything like that. So even though a lot of you are probably fans of like Genshin and stuff, it's just not my thing. I wish I can get into it really, because you know, it would only be beneficial to me, but I like what I like, I guess. Do I like chocolate coins? I mean, yeah, I do. I used to get them a lot when I was younger, but not so much anymore. But I still see them at the store. I Axotopple. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on, I need to show... I need to find something. I want to show everyone something. I'm gonna post it. Oh, whoa, okay. My whole computer lagged out for a second. I'm gonna post it in the Discord in IRL pictures. It's a great day. I watch anime with my boyfriend. That sounds awesome, actually. Man, that sounds nice. Cries and single. Oh no. It's fine. You know, it's fine. One day, you know, you'll have someone to watch anime with. It's fine. It's not gonna be forever. You just finish watching Frieren? Oh, I watched Frieren. Frieren. I watched Frieren with a few people. And honestly, I just kind of like they were just like watching Frieren, and I kind of stumbled in. So it was like in the middle of the season. So, and I didn't even watch like the first few episodes or whatever. But like I kind of understood what was going on immediately. It was kind of easy to pick up on. Yeah, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, because it's like, you know, the currently popular seasonal anime, whatever. You know, I wasn't expecting much from it, but like it's really... I was like getting really invested. I was like, oh my gosh. In this like most recent, I don't know, you call it arc, but like the mage, what test or whatever. Yeah, it's really cool. It's so hype. Yeah, I was like, whoa, why was I get so invested? It's crazy. Yeah, it's nice. I hope I can... I want to get back into watching anime regularly, but it's I can get distracted with other things. But yeah, I posted a picture in my Discord. Yeah, it's my new streaming mixer thing, and the reason why I even found this thing is because I saw someone on Twitter post the start guide, which just has a picture of a VTuber on it. And that was a while ago, right? And I looked at it because I was interested, but it was $300, so I was like, nah, I'm not buying that. But I saw one on eBay for $150. so I immediately snagged it. And it's really great because I can do a lot of new stuff with it. Like, for example, I could go Baba Booey. Oh my god. Yeah, that gif. Yeah, same character though. That's like her like younger persona, I guess. I can do effects. Yeah. That's the echo. It has its own designated button, which you can't change, which is a bit weird. But then again, the Go XLR also had buttons that only had one function and you couldn't change. But then there was other buttons that you could change the function of. So it's like, what? I don't know. It's like really just random. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, I think I have to hold the echo. That's why I cut out abruptly. Hello. I like that. And there's also some custom ones. You can pretty much like make your own kind of effect. Oh, there's one called Radio Voice. That might be cool. I'm gonna try it. Hello? Whoa. This just sounds like I'm speaking to you through like a Xbox mic. Sound like you're in karaoke? I don't. Pilot vibes, yeah. Yeah, old kid. There's iPhone 4, iPhone 4, Galaxy S3 microphone. Temu mic. Oh my gosh, not the Temu mic. Never buy anything from Temu. Yeah, which this reminds me of. Oh god, the timing is so bad. But this reminds me of the good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow. Sad we couldn't Skype tonight, but that's alright. But that's terrible timing though, because something happened with the original creator of that video. Well, a lot of things happened. Have been transpiring. Yeah. There's also there's also like pitch changing ones. So there's soprano, alto, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. What is? I think I've tried bass voice. It just makes me sound like someone. Just makes me sound like I don't know. Give me voice lines to do in the bass voice. It basically just sounds like like Corpse Husband or Hex Haywire. No, they're basically the same. It's basically the same voice. Okay, this is what it sounds like. Hello? Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Okay.
Hello. Oh. Hola. 8 octaves lower. Yeah. Oh Lord. It sounds demonic. It's just demonic.
I think it probably doesn't work very well with male voices. Yes. Oh, I don't have it on.
Yes, it's me. Hello, sicklings.
That's all I know about Hex Haywire. I just know the sicklings. That's it. That's it. There's tenor voice, which is interesting because I'm a tenor.
Hello? Hello? Oh, my voice doesn't change all that much. It's a little deeper, I think.
I don't know. Just makes me sound like an NPC. And there's alto voice.
Hello? Oh. I sound like a... I sound like someone obviously using a voice changer. Pretty much. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I'll never let you go, baby.
I sound like the musician underscores. I don't know who that is. Chipmunk voice. What's that song they sing? Something Christmas, right? Something about getting toys on Christmas. Okay, what is soprano voice? Hello? No, that's awful. That's awful.
Yeah, and this is karaoke. Baba Booey. I sound like a South Park character? Yeah. They're not very convincing. It's not like a... Like, it's all... Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Thank you, Soruto. Thank you. Wait.
Hi. Hi, Soda. Hi. Hi. Hello.
Okay, that's enough of that. OMG. OMG. Yeah, I can be just like you now. I could be an anime girl. Awesome. No, I like listening to Soruto's streams because she has a very mellow, like, relaxing voice and not a high pitched, ear piercing voice like that like whatever that was. I wish I could understand her though. Ooh. She's funny though. When I do understand her, she's very funny. But yeah, so that's cool. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, it also has a cool thing where you can plug HDMI into it in order to get like synced audio with consoles. which is cool because I might buy a console in the future because computer parts are just way too expensive now. And if I want to play the games that are coming out that I'm actually looking forward to, I think I'm gonna have to buy a console of some sort, which sucks. That sucks because like I'm like looking for every reason to buy like a PS5, but like there's just like not any good reasons. Like other than the price and the fact that games would run good on it, but like it doesn't have any like the advantages that like trying to upgrade my computer would. Or there's a few games that how much is a PS5? It's still $500, which is ridiculous. It's been out for 3 years and it's still $500. Like I guess 3 years ago, $500 was worth a bit more, but still, I don't know. It's still kind of dumb because it now at this point it's like underpowered. Well, I don't know. It's still a pretty like decently powerful console, and you don't buy it for the power. You buy it for like the compatibility, because developers custom tailor their games to run very well on consoles, as opposed to PCs, which can be any assortment of different like parts and specs, and so I have to like process like the low, the medium, and high textures and all that other stuff, and sometimes the game just won't run correctly for some reason, and whatever. It's kind of consoles is just plug and play, which I used to. I mean, I had a PS3 and a PS4 a very long time ago. So like you know, I used to be a fanboy, but they just haven't I discovered the amazing like world of PCs, and I was just like I never need to touch a PlayStation ever again. But yeah, I was thinking of trying to upgrade my computer, but I think I would need a new motherboard, and I don't know how to replace a motherboard. That's like the one thing that I don't want to replace, because that's like everything is connected to the motherboard. So basically, if I wanted to replace the motherboard, I'd have to take everything out and then put it back in, which is oh no. Yeah. So plus it's like a proprietary motherboard that like works with like the like the pre-built like this one. It's an Omen, HP Omen computer, so it's got like the HP Omen program that like with all like the fan settings on it and stuff. New here, you happen to come up on my recommended. Well, hold on, I'm trying to read your comment. HSHS, happy Valentine's Day, nice model, thank you. What is HSHS? Huh? I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I'm not very intelligent. I think that's type for haha. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. I'm just dumb. I overthink things. I wonder if there's any good videos that we could watch together. I mean, set up a little... Yippee! Hi, Loon. I set up a little thing to watch videos, but I can't find any. There's nothing good coming up that we can watch, I don't think. There's so much weird, crazy stuff has been happening on the interwebs. Not even with VTubers, but like everything. I feel like every corner of the internet is like has like a few fires that need putting out. Are you gonna do a watch along stream? Not quite. Do like a I guess like I don't know, like reaction stream. Like the Twitch streamers do. Wouldn't call it a watch along because we're not like timing I'm just gonna show whatever it is on stream and we can watch it together. Maybe doing watch-alongs of anime could like solve the problem of me, you know, of me not keeping up with all the latest anime. I've been keeping up with anime for the last 3 years, I feel. Ever since I started working towards becoming a VTuber and also as a VTuber. Well, I'm not seeing much. I'm not seeing anything I want to watch. I could go to that. Could go to that channel again, the one we were watching before. I forgot what it was called. I'd have to look in my. I think I subscribed, so I would just have to look in my sub thing. Subscribed. Wait. Hold on. Did I? Oh no. Okay. There was a video that I wanted to save for stream, but I think I accidentally watched it. Whoops. Okay. Maybe let's just start with this. Well, I just started playing. Okay, this is what I set up. I didn't do much. I just like I can move there. I just put the frame here. I just moved the frame, and also I have to move you guys because I thought you were gonna fit in there, but you don't. You don't fit. You're too wide. You're gonna have to go somewhere else. Whoa. Maybe here. Oh, you can go closer to me. Yeah. And oh, wait. I didn't. Uh-oh. I forgot something. Hold on. We're gonna go to this screen for a second. I'm gonna steal something from this scene. I've streamed for like 2 years and I still don't know how to to change or how to see other scenes without like switching to it, because I know you can. Hold on, let me grab this window capture and then go back. Yeah, I never took the time to properly learn OBS. Okay. Now, I think if this should work. Okay, it works. Okay. I'm gonna click on this video. It's called Opening a Giant Mutated Lemon. Does anyone have a recommendation for a short anime that has less than 20 episodes?
Hello everyone,
That's a good... I don't know. I've watched too many anime and it's been too long. I can't think of one. I can't think of one. There's a... It just also depends what kind of anime you like. It might be much more different. I really like just watching... I like watching shows that are like... like cutesy slice of life shows that don't really, there's like no plot. There's no plot, there's just cute. I like those shows. I also like, you know, shows like Free Run. Fantasy in general is usually pretty good. I can usually enjoy a fantasy setting, unless it's just really bad. I have dropped several isekai anime for just being either boring or just strange. Okay. Okay, it's all right. Hold on, I gotta mute this music for now. Okay. This is...
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
I think that could be louder.
Okay, well...
I don't watch anime, so I don't have an answer. Wish you luck on getting an answer, though. You don't watch anime at all? I mean, I don't... I pretty much don't either. But I used to a lot. Like, so much. Like, I watched all of Dragon Ball Z. There's like 400 episodes of that show. Not regularly. I take like year-long breaks between each series. Wow, I mean, if you watch like... I don't know. Like the big animes. I used to just watch like a seasonal anime, just like 12 episodes here, 12 episodes there. I usually knock out a whole season in one day. 12 episodes. Hello, I just woke up. Hello. Welcome. Good morning. Okay.
Moment of truth. Let's see what is in this guy.
What the...
I'm on the edge of my seat. Whoa.
Like how she's like, I'm on the edge of my seat, and it's like, first of all, you're standing up. Also, your fly is down. And also, I don't know what you were expecting other than just the inside of a lemon. I mean, yeah, it's like several lemons, it looks like. But I'm on 144p. What fruit is that, bro? It's just a really messed up looking lemon.
Oh.
Why is the lemon like that? Happy Valentine's. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know where she like grew that on like on like a nuclear testing site or something. That's some wild growth. Some wild growth hormones or something.
What's happening here? Is a party? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Fiesta? Funeral.
Oh,
Whoopsies.
What do you think this rat is doing?
found the One Piece. The rat. What is he doing?
Oh my god, it's on fire!
A few days ago, a plane had to make an emergency landing in Miami after an engine caught on fire. The plane landed safely and nobody was hurt.
Oh, I thought that was the one. One recently also like the door just flew off. That also happened. There's a lot of a lot of plane accidents. Not I mean,
Sit.
I'm sure they're still rare, but
What do you think he's trying to say?
I don't know, but he's speaking facts.
How does something like this even
How do
happen?
how do you struggle? All right.
Then?
I don't have any words for that. What the heck just wait, what? What did she just do? She missed? How? Oh my gosh, she must be so drunk. What did what? Wow. What was she doing?
This is what it's like to skydive through a rain cloud.
Oh wow. I was invited to skydive. I declined though. I was like, no, I'm
so
good.
this is why your package was late.
Oh, there's a FedEx truck doing donuts.
The guy on the phone is just like, alright, sick. Oh, look at him go.
Jump, dude. Oh, sorry.
What is that skin? Oh.
So I just found out that hippos don't like
What was any of that? Why is her skin peeling off? Why did the cat
No.
do that? Oh. Axolotl. Oh, cool axolotl. Probably was a face mask? Oh, was it? I just thought her skin was coming off. Well, not coming off, but like, you know, sometimes you get like a like I don't know. That's never happened to me. Not on my face. I think like maybe like my feet have peeled like that before.
That is the end of this video. Are we
The skin on your feet gets super messed up. I don't like use like pumice stones or whatever. That's like crazy. Just grinding away at your at like the the dead skin on your feet with like a really coarse rock. I don't know. That sounds painful. I don't think there's like no nerves there because it's dead skin, but it sounds painful. I don't want to try it. Okay, I'm gonna look for another one. Hmm. I built a long-range laser turret in my yard. What the? Oh, how dangerous is a slingshot? That kind of sounds interesting, actually. How? Okay. One of the recommended videos is just I bought a $35 tub of pipe tobacco and smoked it. What? And it just has like 6,000 views. We're watching that video next. It's 55 minutes long. Wait, why is it 55 minutes long? Why? I don't know, but I'm so interested. What's so special about his tobacco? I don't know. That's like in theory, like the most least interesting thing, but I need to know. I gotta go. I have school at 8:15 and 6:56. I have to walk like 5 minutes. Oh, I hope you get something to eat. I don't know. At school, do they have things to eat at school? Well, hopefully you don't starve. Okay. Bye bye. Have a good day. Yeah, I hate when I don't have breakfast. I get so grumpy. Okay, what is this guy gonna do?
How dangerous is a slingshot? I mean, could it actually be deadly for a human?
I mean, if you're using those steel balls, I think probably.
Well, I wanted to find out. There are a bunch of different slingshots out there.
Oh my god. Wait, what was that last one? I want to see the last one.
Well, I wanted to find out. There are a bunch of different slingshots out there.
Oh, what is that? That looks like something else. That doesn't look like a slingshot. That looks like, I think you posted the wrong image there. I don't know what that is, but that's an entire crossbow. Yeah, like wait a minute, that's just a crossbow. But then again, don't say that. Yeah, I mean crossbows are pretty much just like industrial slingshots.
So to make sure I had the most powerful one, and also because I was genuinely really curious to try them, I bought 4.
Ooh.
From a basic one to a professional.
Oh, it is a slingshot.
To a rifle. That is still technically a slingshot. My plan.
I think if a slingshot has a trigger, it's not a slingshot anymore. That's what I think. I think if you don't have to, like, if you're not like releasing to fire, like releasing the sling to fire, I don't think that's a slingshot. I think you're turning it into something else at that point.
Was to measure accuracy, speed.
What? That slingshot has a sight on it? That's crazy.
I
didn't know they advanced that far in slingshot technology.
In order to pick the
slingshot
best one
warfare
to use against the ballistic dummy. The cheaper slingshot I bought, I got it on Amazon for around $20. It came with a set of rubber bands and a bunch of clay balls. Even though I won't need those, because I got steel ones.
Oh.
Anyways, to set up the slingshot, I unscrewed these screws, placed the rubber band in the gaps, and screwed tightly, and like that, the slingshot was ready.
Oh my
now
god.
the biggest problem is that the last time I used a slingshot, it was 18 years ago.
Imagine a slingshot with fire. You could do that. You could do like a wooden slingshot, like wooden balls, and then like maybe like probably also have to douse it in in alcohol or something, because I think like it wouldn't just like erupt in flames, you know. But you could probably do it.
Of a love story. A love story that ended 5 minutes later when I shot myself in the hand.
Oh
and
no,
since I
he's
didn't want to
sad.
shoot any of my neighbors, I needed to learn how to use the slingshot before testing it. Well, my first instinct was to keep it horizontal, mainly because of Bart Simpson, but you should actually keep it vertical, like this. I was indeed wondering why the sight was in a completely useless position. Then, after loading it, I gotta pinch the ball with the knuckles, and not with the fingertips. The knuckle grip is way stronger, and it should prevent the slingshot from going off.
It's the gangster grip of your slingshot.
want to. Then to aim, had to align my feet and both bands of the slingshot with the target. Now, all that didn't work right away. I actually had the horizontal aim figured out, but I was always shooting a bit higher. Maybe my sight was too low, or my eye was too high. Anyways, I tried to fix that by practicing for a while, keeping the pouch centered while stretching the bands. And it felt I was actually getting closer. And in that moment, I also...
Oh yeah, since like just any like little variation of like pulling it back, it'll just go like in a completely different place. Like I don't even know, that sight is like almost completely useless.
realized I might have underestimated the power of this thing. The impact was really loud. And I also noticed the balls were sticking into the wooden panel or even flying right through it. So I guess it wasn't looking great for Giorgio.
No.
George is the dummy. Anyways, after a few minutes, I got one hit
Not
and
George.
another one right after that.
Oh wow.
So I felt I was ready to test the speed, the accuracy, and the power of the first slingshot. Test number 1, speed. I wanted to measure the speed of the steel ball flying in the air. And to do that, I came up with something that I even thought it was a smart idea. I placed the target at exactly 5 meters from the slingshot, and by checking the time it took the steel ball to reach the target, I could calculate the speed of the ball.
No, I don't think he has a fast enough camera for that. I think it's so fast that you would need one of those slow-mo cameras that goes to like 1,000 frames per second. But I don't think you're gonna be able to slow the footage down enough.
With this test, I got 250 meters a second, or 820 feet per second, which is really fast.
Maybe he has a high-speed camera.
A 9mm bullet travels at around 400 meters a second, and I travel at 9 meters a second. So I knew this wasn't accurate at all. And the problem was either my math or the method I was using that was leaving me 2 frames to play with.
I was right. I was right.
In both cases, I couldn't fix them. So I ended up getting a chronograph. And out of 3 shots, I got an average of 96.4 meters a second, which is still incredibly fast.
99.4!
So I wrote down the average speed of the first slingshot, and I was curious to compare it with the more expensive ones I was gonna test next. Test number 2 is the accuracy test. Somebody says all slingshots have similar accuracy, and it's how you use them that matters. But I don't like that. To see if it was actually true.
I don't like
the
that.
Accuracy test, I drew a target, and I placed it at 50
that one
meters.
slingshot.
The plan was to
I don't know why
shoot
that
5 times.
why it looks
Each
like
level
that.
gives you different points. So out of 5 shots, I was gonna measure the total score. The problem is that my first round has been really bad. Like I hit the target once. And since the results were too bad for my ego to take it, I decided to try again. This time I tried to kinda lock my hand below my ear. And even though this strategy was literally just guessing, it actually worked. And I got a total of 8 points. Now the last test was about
kind of like
power.
I did archery for a while and it's kind of similar. You kind of hold the bowstring to your cheek, kinda.
Plan was to try to smash
0. What is that? What does that say? What country is this guy from?
8 points. Now
he sounds, I don't know. I would say maybe Italian. Maybe that's an Italian accent. I'm not sure.
Now the last test was about power. The plan was
0 Zachary. 0 Zuckerbergs.
to try to smash a few targets and then see how far into the ballistic gelatin
I don't know.
the ball could travel.
It might be. No, I don't think. Is it? He kind of does sound Italian.
And I could totally avoid the first 2 targets for scientific.
Or he might be from like. What's that country? What's that country called? It starts with a B. I don't know. Or Spain or something. I don't know.
But
somewhere over there.
And so I started
somewhere in that part of the world.
And the steel ball went right through it.
Clean cut. It's pretty insane.
Then I also tried with the hairspray.
Oh.
And well,
gosh, it's spun out.
I wasn't expecting.
Oh, it's Italian? Okay.
Now, this is a block of ballistic gelatin.
I'm so smart.
And it should simulate the density of muscle tissue. And yes, it kind of does.
Look at that
I wanted
jiggle.
to see how far into the gelatin the ball was going to go. And then, like for the other
I wonder
test,
how much that costs. Also, is that ballistic gelatin? He just said it was gelatin. He didn't say it was. Did he say it was ballistic? Because I think that would cost a lot more.
Compare the results to the next and more expensive slingshots.
And be a lot more
And to
durable,
be fair,
probably.
usually gun YouTubers use these things.
Okay,
so I
it is
wasn't even
ballistic
sure if I was
gel.
gonna scratch it. Or even worse, the ball could bounce back and hit me between the eyes. But I quickly forgot all that when I noticed this fascinating behavior. The steel ball was falling slowly on the surface of the gelatin.
What the?
And then I went on with the test.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa,
The
it got
ball
stuck.
actually went in. And since now I knew it wasn't gonna bounce back, in theory, I tried shooting from a shorter distance. Do you see that? Slightly more in than the previous one. The penetration was around
Wow.
2.4 centimeters or 0.94 inches. And contrary to many what might think, it wasn't bad at all. If the gelatin was accurate, it wasn't looking great for the ballistic dummy, especially considering this is the cheapest slingshot of the list. Anyways, these are all the results I
Ooh.
got for slingshot number
Wait, how much
1.
was it?
Slingshot number 2 is called pocket shot. That's obviously
Pocket
because you
shot.
can easily keep it on your ear,
Mm.
leaving space in your pockets for bigger things.
Whoa.
It's basically a piece of plastic with a rubber band connected to it, so it's still technically a slingshot. Jeez, it got some power to it. I wasn't
Oh my God.
expecting it. The pocket shot also comes with a bunch of accessories, normal bands and blue bands, which should be
I don't
more
like it at all.
powerful, and also a different band to shoot arrows with it.
Looks like a
reloading
pocket
is
something
easier
else.
and faster than a normal slingshot. But I was curious to see how powerful and how accurate this was compared to the other ones. I tested the speed of the pocket shot with both bands, the black and the blue one. And I first got 89 meters a second with the black one, which was actually similar to the first slingshot. But then I switched to the blue one. This one was definitely harder, because at first I
I
couldn't
am
even pull it
mature,
using
I
my
think.
knuckles. So then I
Alright.
tried wrapping my fingers around the band, and immediately felt it was much stronger this way. And then I tried shooting, and I got 108.7
Pog.
meters a second, or 390 feet per second. And that's 20% faster than the basic slingshot. For the pocket shot, I was mainly worried about the accuracy though. You can't really aim with this one, you just gotta shoot intuitively. And my intuition is usually pretty bad. I think we gotta go that way. Anyways, I shot 5 times, and I missed every single one of them. And that's pretty bad, but at least this time I could blame the slingshot, so my ego wasn't really hurt. And when it came to the power test, I tried to not think about the fact I was shooting steel balls at 120 meters a second without knowing exactly where I was shooting them. Anyways, as expected, the pocket shot was smashing the things.
Oh, I don't like how it bounced back like
and also
that.
the thing shooting it.
What the?
What I mean is that I punched
What? Oh, yep.
to myself in the mouth, basically like this,
Oh.
and I also shot my hand a bunch of times. And because this
Ouch.
slingshot wasn't dangerous enough, it also comes with an arrow set. You can basically turn this
Oh, an arrow? Why would you want to shoot an arrow from that thing? That sounds like a horrible idea.
shot into a sort of bow, or crossbow. And because I wouldn't consider this to be a slingshot anymore, there is really no point in me even shooting it.
Oh, wow.
The last test was shooting the ballistic gel to measure the penetration, and speed equals power, at least by keeping the
I
ammo.
still have my bow. I haven't used it in a while, though. It's also like for kids. The drawback is really like, I think it's like 40 pounds or something, which is nothing for a bow.
weight consistent. And indeed, the steel ball went 3.1 centimeters or 1.22 inches into the gel. So slingshot number 2, slightly less accurate and much more
I
powerful
want to try pulling back one of those medieval longbows.
than slingshot number 1. Now I was getting into the expensive ones, and I was really curious to see if they were gonna be worth the price. Slingshot number 3 is $120.
Apparently they were so hard
You
to
could
pull
basically
back that
buy
like
6
the
basic ones instead of this. If it's premium,
the
it has
archers
shiny steel
back
and olive
in
tree
ye
wooden
old
handle. It also comes with an adjustable side, and also the bands
ye old
felt
Dark
more
Ages were like
premium
they were
compared
like
to the
super
ones in the
ripped.
first slingshot. Tubes are more durable
Because
than
to
flat
pull it
bands,
back,
but they are
you
harder
probably
to
needed
retract,
like
and they usually generate less speed. And that's why I was planning to use the flat bands that also came with the slingshot.
oh.
Well, I only got tubes. Never mind, I kinda fixed it. For the speed test, I tried first a single tube that came with the slingshot. And it wasn't particularly fast. It was actually the slowest so far. So then I tried the double tube,
Double tube.
and it didn't change much. I get it, tubes are more durable and all, but I'm not a fan of being durable, as you can clearly see in my videos.
Oh my gosh.
I was hoping the bands could shoot
You might do a
at higher
flaming
speed
slingshot.
compared to the tubes. But they broke right away once again.
Oh. What the?
I was kinda disappointed by the slingshot so far, but maybe I was simply expecting the wrong things from it. And when it came to the accuracy test, things got better. The slingshot has an adjustable side.
I like this guy's
so I
little
shot it a
skits he does.
times to
I don't
tune it
know.
as best as I could, but I didn't change anything. I'm just pretending to move things there. And then I took
Reminds
5
me of like
shots from 50
old
meters.
style
The first
YouTube.
one got really close to the center of the target, which got me excited, but I was still doubting it was just a fluke. And then I shot another one. Ooh, that's nice. And another.
Oof.
And the fourth.
Oh my gosh.
And the last one.
Oh,
And
that
since I
was
don't
that
think my
guy
skills
in
suddenly
the
got
back.
better, I believe it was the slingshot that was helping. For the power test, I decided to use the steel boss that came with the slingshot. With this one, I had fun shooting targets from afar. And honestly, it's actually really easy
What?
to use. And that got me even more excited about the last slingshot, mainly because it has an actual scope. But before testing that, I also wanted to snipe
Oh my
a
gosh.
hairspray. What I didn't know is that I was gonna accidentally build a bomb. Anyways,
Oh.
I shot it, and I actually hit it first try.
Wow.
It didn't break though. Now it's gonna... I gotta shoot it again. It's gonna explode. So, I took another shot,
Oh.
and still nothing. The steel boss were making dents on the
Oh
can.
no.
And in my
Building
mind,
up the
they
pressure
were
in
just
it.
building more and more pressure inside
Yep.
the can. And I started to fear it was gonna explode at any moment.
Uh-oh.
So then I built a shield to keep trying from a short
What the heck?
distance. No, that's not possible.
It's
No,
a dud.
That's not possible.
Oh,
And nothing was working.
Oh. That's
The
terrifying.
pressure was just increasing, making it more and more dangerous and more indestructible. I need something pointy. And luckily somebody invented rocks.
Who would win, man versus... No, what? You could have just brought out the bow. You could have brought out the bow. That would have been perfect for this. I'm so smart.
Fortunately, the rock did nothing, and it just shattered against the can. So my last hope was using an arrow, and given the accuracy of
I'm so smart.
the pocket shot, this took a while.
Oh.
So my only option was moving the shield even closer.
Oh my gosh.
The
That's
first
dangerous.
shot, I still missed, and I didn't
Oh.
like at all
I
the
had to
idea of getting
retrieve
close
the
to the
arrow.
thing. But at the second attempt,
Ooh.
I got it. My house was still standing, and I was still breathing.
Wait, it's not actually that dangerous. I think the most it could do is just spray you with hairspray. Okay.
So, after quickly testing it against the ballistic gelatin, I could move to the final slingshot. And at first, I didn't know what was
I
happening.
would like to I would like to see flaming. Must have smelled bad. Yeah. I'd like to see flaming slingshot versus can of hairspray. I think that would be interesting.
But then I realized the boss were not even getting into the ballistic gelatin.
Oh wow.
Doesn't go in. What? So these are the final
The
results
slingshot
for
kinda bad.
slingshot number 3. Not powerful, but way more accurate than the previous ones.
Mm.
The last slingshot though was the one I was most excited about. It's red, it's flashy, it's a rifle, and most importantly, it's the last slingshot I was gonna test
Oh.
before picking
A
one to
laser
use
sight?
against the ballistic dummy.
The heck?
First though, I had to assemble it. I started with a quick check of the components,
Mm.
mainly because I wasn't sure where to start. And I got a bunch of tubes and bands and many red metallic elements, a scope, and Allen keys and bolts. And then these. Not sure what these are. Maybe barrels, or maybe feet. I stared at the components for a while, and when I realized they were not gonna assemble themselves, I just threw myself into it. I couldn't find a tutorial unless it was Chinese. And even though I've
Oh no, that doesn't inspire confidence. I'm guessing it didn't come with a
been
manual
practicing
then.
my Chinese recently. 是的，好吧，我旁边有一只北极熊。
Huh?
I figured it was probably better for me to try assembling everything intuitively instead. So my plan was to put together the most obvious parts and kinda hope I was gonna figure out the rest of the code.
What the heck?
So I started by assembling the stock, which is adjustable and it's pretty nice. And then, following the same principle, meaning inserting things where things fit, I also assembled the sort of barrel with the frame in which I'm gonna place the tubes, or the flat bands. It was also pretty clear where I should fit the trigger system. It's a nice mechanism. We'll see how it works, if I'm gonna get to that point. Luckily though, my plan actually started to work. The process was pretty straightforward, and I managed to assemble the scope mount,
Oh.
and
I don't even know where he bought this thing. Probably off of like AliExpress or something. This thing might be illegal where he lives. If they're like, I don't know. I feel like somewhere would probably consider this a gun.
handle, which took a while, and finally the scope. Then I connected the rubber tubes, and with that, the slingshot was either ready to go or ready to blow up at the first shot. So I put on safety glasses. To
Ooh.
load it, I placed a steel ball in the pouch, I put it in between the trigger mechanism, and I
Whoa.
stretched the band using my foot. And like that, the slingshot was loaded. And to me, that looks really
And
good.
it's like a reverse
Was it gonna blow
crossbow.
up, and it didn't blow up. Like the professional slingshot, even the rifle had a few bands and tubes, and I wanted to test the speed of each one of them. I started with the green ones, and honestly, they weren't that fast.
Slow.
So then I tried the other tubes, the red ones. I loaded the slingshot, and
Oh.
the reason that happened is because I've been using clay ammunitions for each speed test, mainly because they are lighter than steel, they go faster, and I like to see bigger numbers. But with these red bands, the tension was so high that the clay balls were shattering inside
Oh
the
my
trigger
God.
mechanism before I could even shoot them. So I tried shooting the steel ones, and even though these ones are heavier and slower, I still got a speed of 91.5 meters a second. For comparison,
Yeah, I
the
mean, you
first
probably-
slingshot shot clay balls at a speed of
Looks like you're pulling it so far back.
97 meters a second, and it only got 82 meters a second with the steel one. That means, in theory, that the red tubes would shoot clay ammunitions at around 107 meters a second. Then I also got the flat bands left to test, and even though bands have been the ones that shot the highest speed so far, these ones were probably too soft.
Oh.
So I kept using the red tubes.
Can
What I was
you
most
can you like use a band that came with like the other slingshots, or are they not compatible?
excited about for this one was the accuracy test. Did I mention this thing has a scope? Now, based on my years of sniping
you did.
experience, I was expecting that I simply had to aim at the target, press and hold left trigger to hold my breath, and shoot. And I would get
That's
a
the
perfect
default.
shot
Like you didn't even the default like font.
at the
like
target, press and hold left trigger to hold my breath, and shoot. And I would get a perfect shot exactly where I wanted. This game is different though. Oh, come on. And scopes need to be adjusted. To do that, based on intuition, I held the rifle still, using sawhorses and clamps, and after perfectly centering the target, I shot. Then I checked the scope to make sure the reticle was still centered with the target, and then I adjusted the whiz until the center of the reticle was perfectly overlapped with the point I just shot. The problem is that, based on my shot, I had to lower the center of the scope by a lot, and the scope was already at the minimum high, so I could only move it on the opposite way. So I came to the conclusion that this scope must have been pretty bad, or I was pretty bad with the scope. Luckily though, I had another idea. I found an old laser in my house, and I believe this could work as a scope. I placed the
Wait,
laser
why do you
on
have
top of the
that?
rifle. Then I adjusted the laser with the same principle I wanted to use with the scope, aiming at the target.
Yeah, I just had a laser sight that goes
Shooting,
onto
bringing back the rifle to the center,
to
and
gun
then
rails.
adjusting the laser, moving it to the point I just shot. And that
just in
took a few
case.
tries for some reason, but even my father got excited about it and decided to help me out. And after a while, we got it right. Yes! And at that point, this thing was really accurate. So I took the accuracy test as usual, but I wanted to try 2 times, while standing first, and then while crouching, laying the rifle on the sawhorse. And well, while standing, I got hilariously close to the bullseye, but without actually ever hitting it. Oh, come on! But for the crouching test, I was so confident that I actually only drew the bullseye. I took the first shot to adjust the laser, and then I started with the test.
Oh wow.
4.
I like he draw each target
To be
individually.
fair, the dot I drew was actually smaller than
They're
the
actually like
bullseye,
really
and that's
good,
why
like really circular.
I decided to consider this a perfect score. And before shooting the ballistic gelatin, I
Oh,
wasted
pineapple.
1 hour sniping things around my house. And I definitely don't regret it. But when I
No,
shot
the
the
Coke.
ballistic gel, things took a weird turn. Mainly because I couldn't even break it. I initially thought it must have been the gelatin. Maybe it got harder than before. But then when I tried shooting it with a basic slingshot, I had no problem damaging it. And after measuring the speed of the rifle, the problem was clear. It was the tubes. They weakened by a lot. I got 92 meters a second shooting steel balls at the beginning, and now I couldn't even get 82 meters a second. I even thought it was maybe because of the cold, but the next day, under sunlight, when I tested the speed of the rifle once again, I got slightly better results, but still, it was below the initial ones. So these are the results
Yeah,
for
probably
the final
wearing
slingshot,
that
and now
sucks. If you, I mean, like it's like a slingshot, right? Maybe you used it like a lot, but like the slings aren't supposed to like. I mean, I think like anything elastic is gonna weaken over time, like eventually, but like in one day.
I could move on to the final test against the ballistic dummy. My plan was to pick the best and most powerful slingshot and shoot the dummy with it. And since
It'll get
slingshot
all
number
stretched
3
out.
and
Yeah, I
number
mean,
4 couldn't
yeah.
even break the gelatin, and I would probably struggle to even hit Giorgio with a pocket shot, slingshot number 1 was my best option.
Never used a
It wasn't a
slingshot
bad
though.
one, though. Before trying the kill test, I tested the speed of the first slingshot once again. And either my technique got better or I got stronger, but I could now shoot steel
I've shot
balls
guns
with a
though. It's
basic
kind of like a
slingshot at
explosive
105
slingshot. Not really.
meters
It's
a
not at all
second.
like a slingshot.
Oh my god.
Effectively making it the fastest slingshot on the list. So, how
Not the
dangerous
cheapest
is a
one,
slingshot?
apparently.
Obviously, I don't believe getting hit by a steel ball traveling at 400 kilometers an hour would be a pleasant experience.
I mean, I don't know.
Could
It
it actually break
sounds
bones
kind of nice.
and
It
potentially
doesn't.
deadly? To find that out, I tried shooting first from a long distance. I stretched the bands as hard as I could, and I hit the target. Giorgio was still alive though. The ball did basically nothing to it. It simply bounced off. Something similar happened from a medium distance.
Right off his nose.
And after a few attempts, it was pretty clear the ball wasn't gonna get into the ballistic gelatin. So then I wanted to try the point blank shot.
It's a
Now, given the penetration on the gelatin from this distance, I was fairly confident the ball was gonna crack the gelatin and
I'm actually surprised. I thought the slingshots would be much stronger. But I don't know. These aren't American slingshots. So who knows what kind of... We probably got some like crazy slingshots, you know, at the Bass Pro Shops. The Bass Pro Shops. Oh my gosh. I haven't set foot in a Bass Pro Shops in a long time.
get to the ball.
But I honestly really liked it when I was younger. I really liked it. They had like so many cool things there. I mean, some military grade slingshots, exactly. That's so fun. It's the concept of that is so funny because like in what context would the military ever need slingshots?
And the first shot went at eye level.
Made in
And
USA.
it went right into the gelatin.
USA.
That's why I've
USA.
been using safety glasses, I guess. But then, when I aimed higher on the forehead,
What the frick is a kilometer? Ah.
the balls were leaving marks, but the bones were probably too strong, and they were making the balls bounce right off. So now I knew two things. One, I want to build a slingshot that's much more effective.
Oh,
than
he's
these
gonna
ones.
build a
And
slingshot.
two,
Like, can we see that? Can we see him build? I want to see him build a slingshot now. Oh yeah. Get one of those slings they use in war. Let me see. Oh. What about? Oh yeah, there's that video. I bought $35. I bought a $35 tub of pipe tobacco and smoked it. Wait, new background. It looks cute. It's just a free background that I got from the VTuber asset website. It's just a bedroom, stock bedroom PNG. There was also a pink one. I thought the blue one would fit better. I'm trying to give the vibe like I invited you like to my house or something, so we could watch videos. I wish I knew people who cozy. I wish well, even if I knew because I'm sure I could find a background artist pretty easily, but I I honestly wouldn't have very many ideas. So I hope one day like a really good background artist um just starts watching me so I can commission them for a background and they'll know what to put in it because they're like because they know me, you know? Because honestly, I wouldn't even know what to put in like the background and stuff. All right. I'm really curious about this guy's $35 tub of pipes tobacco. Oh, it's just like it looks like he's filming from his iPhone. And it's 55 minutes long. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna save this video for later because I genuinely do. I'm genuinely curious about this guy's tobacco. Okay, but here's a video from the same YouTuber picking any lock from $1 to $500. I actually picked up lock picking for a while, and I actually learned. I picked some master locks as well. I love the hyper specific genre of science YouTubers that are guaranteed to die making their own videos. It's not even like hyper specific. It's like a I mean just messing around with stuff, right? It's always uh, a fun idea for like videos and stuff. I mean it's a tale as old as time. Just just making things in your garage, you know. But I'm not like a creative type though, so I've never even messed around with like with and stuff. One day I was I was close to like building like a like a bootleg like um metal forge out of a steel with a steel chair and a with a steel chair and a blow dryer. But I decided against it. I looked at my I don't know. I don't think I was really obsessed with blacksmithing videos back in the day. But I don't think it's personally for me. Just like banging away at metal in in front of like a super hot fire. I don't know. Sounds uncomfortable. Also, my hands. I can't even play. I can't even like play the guitar because my hands are too soft. My fingers. They're too. they're too supple. I can't even pluck the strings. Okay. Okay.
That is me being handcuffed to RL and then throwing the only key away. And
Huh?
that is still me running away from a safe that it's about to blow up.
What the heck?
Now the reason I'm doing all that is because I don't trust locks anymore. Mainly after finding out it takes seconds to pick them, and also after seeing this guy opening a lock with a match.
Oh my God.
Maybe the problem is that I've always used cheap locks. But what happens when you get to the expensive ones? Do they actually get
Oh, I already can tell that fingerprint scanner lock is just awful.
useless? My plan to find out was to test
Oh my God, that
6
lock is huge.
different locks, putting a lot of valuable stuff on the line, and myself, all to find out if there is at least one lock that it's actually worth having. Lock number 1 is a $10 lock.
I mean, that
from
huge
Amazon.
one is
And I
like
mean, it's
crazy.
not a bad lock. It got a bunch of great reviews, but still, it's the cheapest one on the list. And well, my plan to
Man,
test
there's
this
so
lock was to change
There's
my
so many videos of like opening a master lock with a master lock. It's just so funny. How do they make these locks so bad? It's so funny.
laptop, so there was no way to get it, and then secured the chain with the lock. And since I need this laptop for basically
McNally, my
everything I do,
beloved.
keeping the keys was a safety net in case I messed
This
up.
is one
and I
guy's
couldn't open the
TikTok that I watch. Is like, and he's just like, I don't know. He would like show like a comment, and then like immediately debunk it. Like the people would accuse him of you're using a master lock model you can open it using a master lock model. Yeah. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. I mean, he's like it was a pretty big. It was like one of the first TikTok accounts that I saw after I installed it. I was pretty late to the TikTok.
But I thought about that later. The good news is that now I had to be 100% committed to opening the lock to get my laptop back. And if the lock could survive that, means it's actually a good one. Right now, I had two options. Picking the lock normally, as I did with many others in the past, or trying the sketchiest method I found on YouTube, which is probably fake, and it could totally mess up the lock mechanism, making it impossible to then pick the lock. So I bought a bunch of matches. The plan was to extract the reactive chemicals out of the match heads and then crush them into powder. Basically making a bomb. Next, I started pouring all the powder into the lock mechanism, and I kept repeating the same process until the mechanism was filled. Now, by following the sketchy videos, I definitely shouldn't trust.
I open my front door like this every time now. It works like a charm. I just like don't. Like, how would you find this out? And also, it's so silly because like, it's such like a long-winded method for something that's supposed to be done like very like quickly and quietly, you know? It's just like,
by catching fire,
why would you ever want
magically open the lock? If this doesn't work and my laptop explodes, this video's gonna end. Alright, I was actually a little scared at this point, because if you think about this rationally, which I did,
it's an airsoft
this
thumbnail.
thing could definitely blow up.
I used to watch like a bunch of airsoft YouTubers as well. And I was very close to doing airsoft, but then COVID happened. Whoa.
So I checked it out to see if the magic
complaining.
actually happened.
What's with the random it's like random. What the hell?
And well, it didn't. Then I went into panic mode. I kept trying over and over. Like I tried a bunch of times and it didn't work a single one. Moreover, I couldn't
get
pick it
launched
up anymore since the lock mechanism was probably broken. And so my laptop was.
I did outdoor airsoft and it was hella boring. I imagine indoor is far better. There is a field like it's like 30 minutes from me, and it's like kind of like it's built like an indoor. Like it has like these plywood walls set up, in like a kind of like room-like structure, but it's outside. And honestly, it looks kind of cool. It has good reviews, but I don't have a gun, and I wouldn't want to rent one either. Like rent equipment. And I also don't have equipment. Like you need eye protection, face protection, everything protection, and also like mag what do they call it? Like a chest rig? Yeah, chest rig.
Officially trapped. So at this point I was considering investing in a circular saw.
All that stuff. Honestly, the thing I what is this? What is this sponsored thing up here? The thing I was like I liked the most about airsoft was honestly like the style. You could just like dress up like super cool.
I realized there was another
Like
method
a
I could
cool
try,
like
the double wrench method. This time I also got
Call
a
of Duty
reliable source.
character.
Lockpicking lawyer is a legend among locksmiths and people locked out of their houses. So if he says this method works, I definitely trust him. Also, the technique is pretty easy. You buy some wrenches, you insert the wrenches into the shackle, and then you push as hard as you can,
yes,
hoping to break the
I've heard
shackle
this
of
one
the lock.
before
And even though
too.
I work out and stuff, at the first attempt the wrenches didn't do anything to the lock, but they hurt me instead.
God, this is so painful. What?
But then I realized that something actually happened. I cut out a perfect circle from the lock. But then I tried again while standing up, and most importantly, using safety glasses.
Oh,
And
yeah,
this
that's
time-
probably a good idea. Oh,
Yes! Oh, no way. No way I broke
And
it.
after pushing a bit more,
oh. There he goes. He got his laptop.
Come on. Yes!
the lock was broken and my laptop was free.
Yes!
The second lock is around $20, and it's a key safe. You know, the same
Oh.
ones they use in thousands of Airbnbs on the planet. So
Ooh.
learning to crack this...
I've seen code locks get like broken like so easily. They would just like stick a piece of metal like in the little like, you see there's like a little space in between like the actual like plastic mold in the wheels. They would just like stick something in there and it would open.
would allow me to spend
I'm not sure this one would open like that though. Indoor airsoft is better, honestly. They're more fast paced. I don't think there's any indoor places near me. Um, it's not. I'm not. There's a lot of like. It's not a good area for it. I don't know. I don't know what the people in my area do for for hobbies. They seem to have no hobbies. There's nothing interesting
nights in a
around.
bunch of fancy places for free. Joking, I would never do that. But I like to keep the option. Moreover, since I set high stakes for the first lock, I felt I had to keep it consistent, and so this time I put the keys of my
VTubers.
apartment on the
Nah,
lock.
I
Then I
got
set
'em.
up a random combination, locked the safe, and turned the dials so that my keys were stuck inside. At this point, there was no coming back, and the only method I knew that could open this safe, I got it from another sketchy YouTube video. So, yeah. The key safe has a combination lock mechanism, but unlike a normal combination lock in which you simply pull the shackle and test different combinations, in this one I got nothing to pull. Luckily, the only thing I need to open the key safe is actually just paper. Let me explain. Imagine the mechanism of each of these wheels having this sort of shape. It's not a full circle, but there is a flat part on it. And when all the wheels are aligned in this flat part, the key safe opens. And now that you know that, I can explain the paper clip.
I've like thought before, like there was like a girl in my class who talked like a VTuber. That's the only way I could describe it. They just talk like a VTuber. And I was just like, I was wondering, like, this person is probably a VTuber or something. Or like, I don't know. Or maybe they've thought about it. I don't know. It's just like they kind of have like a vibe. The VTuber accent. I don't know. How though? It's just feeling. Okay, I've watched too many VTubers. I can just yeah, they're like very expression. They're very expressive. Their voice was very expressive.
If we place this piece of paper in
And
here
they honestly
and turn
acted
the
like
wheels,
I don't
the
know.
piece of paper
They also like they acted like a like a cartoon character basically. Just like a very like I don't know. I don't know how to
paper
describe
should
it.
always stay at the same level. But when we arrive at the flat part of the mechanism, the paper should drop a little bit. And that's how we know that that is the right number. So I placed a piece of paper next to the wheel, and then I started turning it, testing different numbers. I didn't feel anything for the first few numbers, but then, oh, I felt it. I felt it, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kinda hard to see, but I clearly felt the paper dropping on the number 2. And then I simply repeated the process for the
Yeah,
rest
it wasn't
of the
just like a
wheels.
high pitched it wasn't just like a high pitched
now,
voice, but
2852 sets
I mean,
the flat part of the wheels
it
on
was
top.
also
To
high
open the
pitched,
safe,
but
we
it
gotta move the
was just
flat
like her
part to the
way
bottom.
of like
And after a
I don't
series
know.
of calculations, I realized that to do that, we need to add 5 to each number we found. Basically, 2 becomes 7, 8 becomes 3, 5 becomes 0, and 2 becomes 7. Alright. This is either gonna work or I had to tell my girlfriend that willingly
Yeah, other than that, I've never like the VTubers Among Us.
Yes! Yes! And no way that actually worked. That was nothing though, because for the next lock, I wouldn't
Yeah,
lock
other than that,
something
there's like
away,
nothing.
but someone. The
There's like no
extremely
one
important
else
person
I've
to
suspected.
me that I'm locking away is myself. These are the keys of
I
the
don't even know.
handcuffs, and now those were the keys of the handcuffs.
I doubt
Gonna
anybody
pick 'em
thinks I do anything like this. I don't know what people think of me, honestly.
The only thing I have with me is a paper clip. Now the reason I decided to use a paper clip is because of
Maybe
how
they do know.
handcuffs work.
What the heck?
So-
What the heck is that visual? Maybe they all know. They all just know, and they're just like, being ignorant, or playing ignorant. They're pretending, but they all know. They all know who I
So
am.
when you lock the handcuffs, the red mechanism
No.
you see there holds the handcuffs and doesn't allow them to open. So the theory is that if you insert a paper clip into the keyhole, you could lift the red mechanism.
In person,
and
I
let
just
the
don't
handcuffs
talk.
open. Of course, when I
Pretty
started
much,
trying,
yeah.
I immediately realized this wasn't gonna be as easy as
The
I was
paranoia.
expecting.
I'm not
First of all,
paranoid at
it was
all.
hard
I'm
to
just-
insert the paper clip into the
it's just
hole.
normies.
Then the weird position I was in Well, it wasn't helping. I
Plus,
kept trying for
I don't
10
know.
minutes and then I broke the first paperclip.
I've heard like people on Twitter be like, oh my god, I ran into like a fan today and they have like 600 followers, and I'm like, how is that possible? Like that, the likelihood of knowing someone and they only have like 600 subscribers, and you somehow run into one of the 600 people out of like in a country of like 7 million bajillion. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't believe that. I guess it could happen, but
So, I
like,
only
I'm
have
fairly
3
confident I'm
paperclips
never
with me
going to run
right now.
into anybody who knows me from from this ever. I'm pretty confident. Not like unless it was on purpose. Unless I was literally meeting them on purpose. You know, I would never just run into someone
Now,
who knows
not sure
me.
why, to be honest. I
That's
thought
not gonna
3 were
happen.
more than
I'm-
enough,
I
so
can say
started
that with-
trying with the second one.
I'm feeling
Unless
I feel it's
you're gonna track me down and then run into me
The main problem is that I
coincidentally.
didn't know the 100 paperclips I bought from the Chinese store at 99 cents were gonna be that weak. But after a few minutes, I was bending even the second one. You know, I don't think I'm a fan of warm weather while being handcuffed to a
And
rail.
if they did, then
But then something nice happened for
they
the
know.
first time.
How would they know if it's you if you don't? They don't hear you talk.
Inside there. Come on. I think I'm close.
And indeed, I was.
Oh
And look for
Every single
Olive
time
on the
you hear
street.
the click,
I'm definitely not
it's
walking
attached to the
anywhere.
mechanism, and then I'm losing it.
There's barely
Put the
anywhere to
mechanism
walk
down,
to.
I
It's
had
all
to
just
somehow
roads.
get a better grip. And I tried to achieve so by bending the thing at a 90-degree angle using my powerful tongue. And I didn't mean to do any sexual joke there. Anyways, I didn't know if it
Oh.
was working. But after
I
another
zoned
10
out.
minutes, this happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yes!
You broke it with it.
Oh my god! Yes!
Oh, are those real handcuffs or like?
Oh my god! I was sweating so much. I was losing hope.
And after removing the second handcuff, I was ready to move to the
Or
big
like toy
guys.
handcuffs.
Like literally in terms of price and size. Lock number 4
Where do you even
costs
get a pair of handcuffs?
$150. And it's a biometric padlock, which basically means it has no
That
keys. You can either open it by
$150 for a
inserting
lock? Oh my
combination
god.
Or using your fingerprint. And I expected this one
Yeah.
to be the best lock ever. First, because
Yeah,
it's
no.
expensive. And expensive things are always the best ones. Kinda like this guinea pig armor that sold for
Whoa.
$24,000.
Wait, that's
That is
real?
much more durable than the one I built for mine. But the main reason I thought this lock
No.
a
No.
good one is because it can't be cracked. It can't
Poor
be
guinea
picked,
pig.
and there is no paper trick to go around it. But I knew I had one chance, besides this circular saw. My plan was to try the double wrench method once again, but this time using way bigger
Whoa,
wrenches.
big
so
wrench.
I tried pushing as hard as I could. So hard that even my hair was struggling, but I couldn't do it. And I maybe also knew why. The double wrench method applies force to a pretty strong part of the lock. And in reality, the right way to do it would be to do it vertically,
Oh.
like this. This way, we would apply force to the weakest part of the shackle, and the chances of breaking it get exponentially higher.
Whoa.
The only problem, my wrenches were too small.
Mm.
So I tried a few
Bigger wrench.
alternative methods
The
to fill
bigger wrench. You just pulled out like comically large wrench.
the gap inside the shackle, but obviously
What's
nothing
that? 2
worked.
wrenches? What?
So
How
I
many?
bought bigger
That's a lot of
wrenches.
wrenches.
This was the normal one, this was the big one, and this is the new one.
Oh, he did.
Unfor-
He did just buy a comically large wrench.
Unfortunately, even the new wrenches were not enough to fill the space in the shackle.
More wrenches.
What
We need more. We need bigger wrenches.
happens now if I place the 3 previous keys
Oh my
on the
god.
bottom?
This is so scuffed.
And there, I realized this could actually work. Now honestly, this hasn't been easy at all. I was expecting the shackle to blow up, but it never happened. The shackle kept slowly lifting at each attempt, and I kept adding wrenches to fill the space. And when I arrived at
More
6 wrenches, I finally got it open. Yes!
Oh my god. Imagine a burglar pulling up 6 wrenches.
Open! I'm a fan of this thing though. It's been a struggle to break it. Before moving to the explosive stuff, I wanted to test the $350 lock. They actually marketed it as the world's strongest pad.
They're just like running away from the police, and they're they're just like throwing wrenches behind them to slow them down.
Look, and well, I don't think they're lying. It is insanely big, especially if you compare it to this tiny lock I bought just to make it look like it.
Oh my
It's
god.
actually really heavy though, just above 2 kilograms, or a Desert Eagle in American units.
Mario
Anyways, I
Kart.
tried to open it with the
Yes,
double
I
wrench
was
method,
imagining
and
it.
it did absolutely nothing to it. But then I noticed that despite the appearance, this thing actually has a normal
Oh.
lock mechanism. So I maybe had a chance of opening this lock by picking it. I learned to do that 3 years ago, and it's actually really easy. Basically, padlocks have a bunch of pins inside, and because they're all a different length, they stop the lock cylinder from turning. The key basically aligns all the pins, allowing the lock to open. So the goal of lock picking is to align those pins.
I have that same exact
instead of the keys.
training lock
Use
thing.
the pick to push the pins
It's
up.
actually so deceptive because it's so easy to break this one. You literally just like jam anything into it and you could probably open it that way. Just jam anything into it and just like shake it around. That's how easy it is.
Up, and the torque wrench to rotate the
But in
shackle
reality, it's
so that
not
the pins
really
don't
not that
fall back
easy.
down. So I started digging around
Yeah, so he literally just put it in
inside the lock.
and it
But
didn't
seemed
immediately.
Like 3 years of not trying to steal anyone's stuff meant I'd lost my skills. Wise choice for me to not chain myself at a pole for this one. Then I heard a few pins clicking, which means I was doing something right. And when I thought I was finally making progress, this happened. So I basically just tried a different picking tool.
How? Oh my god.
It doesn't come out anymore.
Oh
and even
no.
though after a while I got it out, I
Oh.
started doubting my lock picking skills. So I tried with 2 normal locks to see if I could open at least those. And I actually did it pretty easily. So I guess the big lock was the problem.
Yeah, it probably has a bunch of what do they call it? There's like certain pins that are like they're almost like booby traps for lock pickers. Security pins. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to even deal with those. Cuz my method is just the brute force, just like just like jamming it in there, just like rocking it back and forth until it opens. That's why I like the rake. There's a certain lockpicking tool which is called the rake, and you just rake it. You just like you rake or bump until it works. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. And it works most of the time too, because locks aren't very secure.
Solution, depending on which side you play for. To convince this lock to open, I then tried an unconventional method, and it didn't work. But then, as you can clearly see here, something
Like my
unexpected
favorite method just
and extremely important happened.
Oh.
Sorry boys, I had to abandon the challenge. Props to the big lock though. Even lockpicking lawyers struggled a tiny bit to get it open, so it's definitely a
like
good
10
one.
minutes is
Last
actually
lock
insane
is
for the lockpicking lawyer.
safe. It was supposed to be
Wait, so he just doesn't break into it?
$100, but I
That's
blew
kinda
the
lame.
budget for this video with a previous lock, so it's still a really good safe though. It has this kind of keys, and I have no idea how to pick that. So the only possible solution was firepower. My plan was to start with 1 firecracker and then keep adding more till I got the safe open. Obviously, my main concern was not blowing up with the safe.
Is that gonna do
no
anything?
worries, I had it all figured out. So I got plenty of time, like 30 seconds, after I light up the firecracker, and I'm gonna hide.
What are those? What are those steampunk goggles that he has on his neck?
And in addition to
What the
that,
heck?
I also had protective goggles. They are protective goggles, right? So I lit up the first one and ran as fast as I could.
Those got the anime goggles.
The explosion was super loud, but even though there was some damage to the safe,
Oh.
it was for sure not enough to open it. So then I tried with 3 firecrackers. And just so you know, I'm on private land, so I can safely do this. Just not sure who's the owner, but...
Oh.
This time it did a little more, but it still wasn't enough. So you can probably guess what I wanted to do next. 5 firecrackers. They were kinda starting to look like a stack of dynamite, to be fair. And the sound was always terrifying. Like, I'm shocked every single time. But this time, even the damage was pretty good. It completely turned the safe. I think it's getting open, guys.
Oh.
Now, I could see the bolts, and I was confident that the next hit was
You
gonna
could
do
probably
it.
get it.
Now, I
You
wanted
could
to
probably
try
pry it
with
open
6
with like a crowbar at this point.
Please don't try
Maybe.
this at home, guys, because we have all the safety precautions, like wearing Amazon goggles and running away as fast as possible. Anyways, I lit the firecrackers one more time, and I was scared the police would come, so I really hoped this was the
You got
last
the
one.
Temu goggles. Oh. Oh, I think I heard the door fly off.
Destroyed it. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god. It's completely gone. So
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
after 14 firecrackers, the safe was defeated. Now I'm not sure a thief would actually use this method, But if you are one, let me know in the comments. Jokes aside, the conclusion to all this is that I keep the big padlock. And if you don't want to spend that much on a lock, maybe the solution is just to trust
Another content. Yeah, that's what I was like. He didn't put anything inside to see what would happen. I would have liked to see that. All the money gone.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, okay. That was a good video. What about this channel? What the? Oh, okay. I want to watch this. Maybe this will be the last one.
One that's about to write.
Well, I do have to go to bed soon. I like the starting frame in this video. Oh, I got that 1080 premium. This is a very interesting way to start it. Yeah, this guy is great. This is also a engineering channel. Could you call it engineering? I don't know.
How you going? You know what's always annoyed me about being Australian? And everyone around the world keeps making fun of us for it? That we don't have the ability to shoot fast projectiles out of a moving vehicle. But today I finally can, as Clash of Clans asked me to make this expo from the game that can shoot a 2-kilo arrow over 600 feet, all while moving on top of my car.
Sounds very illegal.
Right, it turns out I'm not the first to do a sponsorship for
in
Clash
Australia.
of Clans. And ancient civilizations like the Romans and French copied their expos from the game and made them out of wood.
They copied Clash of Clans
using primitive technology. But they had a funny way of pronouncing expos. They called them blisters. And I was going to copy their designs, but as far as I can tell, they were really, really tiny. And I want something bigger and more impressive.
Tiny.
Also, I've decided I'm not going to copy anything about their designs, as the Romans were all idiots. And I've got something they didn't. Access to spearfishing stores that stock overpowered rubber bands made in factories in Shenzhen. The Romans did, however, have access to beards and massive parties, which I don't. So we'll find out if that affects its performance. So this is the plan. The rubbers will run along the side of this square tube, and I'll have some bearings on the front, which the rubbers will come over and then get pulled to the back with a winch, which has a quick release, which I made in my last video. Now the point of these bearings
backyard science. I never even heard of backyard scientists.
But in front of the expo, they would only start.
I mean, if it's anything like this,
force to the arrow here. But with the bearings, you can pre-tension the rubbers and allow them to speed up the arrow until the very end of the muzzle. So we should get more power, but I also
more power.
So the first thing I did was turn down this big block of aluminium in the lathe and cut it into these housings for the bearings, which are less comfortable than the houses they are used to living in, but now the bearings nicely fit the rubbers. Then I just put them onto the side of the rail. Next I attached the winch on the back. And I went for a hand winch, as it feels more historically accurate, and I like the noise it makes, and being able to feel the tension of the rubbers getting harder and harder to pull back. And
Michael Reeves uploads like
each click bringing me closer to the rubbers snapping
once every 3 years. I don't know.
Which I just wouldn't get with an electric winch. And you've probably noticed that the frame is already painted, and you haven't actually seen me weld anything together or make anything. I'm just re-welding over welds. And you know, in that previous shot of me turning down the housing for the bearings in the lathe, that was a lie as well. And it was
Welding
actually
is
just
scary.
a can of beans in my lathe. And I just lied to you again. It wasn't even beans. It was actually a can of tomatoes. But why do I keep lying to you? And you might be thinking I'm doing this because I don't want to show you the horrible conditions that the 3 children that actually made this frame work in, but that's not it either. It's because making stuff like this always takes so long and is relatively boring. So my mate and I actually made all of this and just didn't record it. And now in an attempt to make this whole video longer and show the process on camera, I'm just doing extra unnecessary work. So next I just pretended to do some more welds. And now
You
comes the really hard
pretended?
part, where I need to pretend to make the whole bottom half of my frame that attaches to my car, which my mate Rowan already made. And now it's done. Well, functionally.
Just smacking
It
you with
needs
a
to look
rubber
more
hammer.
like the Expo from Clash of Clans. But first, I really wanted to do some
I
test shots
haven't
to
played-
find out if this
How is
even
this game
works.
still like a thing? I haven't played Clash of Clans since I was like 13. How is this
In
still
my
a thing?
yard, in the middle of a populated suburban city. And for anyone that's about to write a comment, getting angry
I played
at
it
me
in like
that I'm
middle
testing a
school. What
ballista
the-
in a populated area, let me
I
just
played it on,
remind
like,
you
the
that I have a
iPad 2.
ballista that may or may not work. So we decided to test it first with one rubber in an attempt to build up
How are
suspense.
they still-
But first, to build up even more suspense, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the sponsor of the video, Clash of Clans, and the ongoing event, Clash for Nature. Clash of Clans is a super fun strategy game where you build defense
Nah, I'm good.
on that all your you can just get gold blues.
I'm not getting
Currently
paid.
ranked 4th in the Clash for Nature event. And
I
if we
thought
win,
Supercell
I'll get a
would
bunch of prizes I
stop
can give to
making
you guys. Also, I just want to stop Papa
actually
from
playable
winning.
games
So,
like
go
Rovio
download
did.
Clash of
I don't know
Clans now.
what happened
Head
to
back to the
Rovio.
test of the Expo with one
The
rubber.
Angry Birds. It's crazy how like the first iPhone games were like the best. What happened after that? How have they still not made a game that looks as good as Infinity Blade for mobile devices? How is that game was like one of the first iPhone games ever?
I'll just take this off. Ready?
3.
And like the OG Angry Birds is like actually fun.
That sucks.
Magic
And that was
Survival.
not very impressive. So we put on another rubber, and I
Yeah.
also forgot how to do countdowns.
Fruit Ninja was fun. Yeah. I tried Fruit Ninja VR. It's not as fun.
How was that?
And that
But like
looks
it's fun for like
significantly
2
quicker,
goes,
which is
and then
good,
it's
as
like
gonna be
okay,
even
I've seen it.
faster with
You know,
the
I've
third
seen
rubber.
enough.
So we
It's
put that on, and also attempted
it's
to shoot it through
it's slicing. It's like a full game. I don't know. Even in VR, it's like you're literally just slicing fruit. It's like not much. It's
through the
hard to spice
chronograph,
that up,
so
you
we
know.
can get some speed readings and then compare it to the Romans. And we can also compare it to the speed of the Expo and Clash of Clans, which looks like it's going
Yeah, it's something
very
to kill
fast.
time when you don't. That's why it's a perfect mobile game because it's like a way to kill like 5 minutes. I don't know why they. I don't know why they made a VR version. Nobody wants. Nobody wants the. It's like okay, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes setting up my VR headset to go play Fruit Ninja. I mean, it doesn't take that much. The quest is really easy. You can just kind of slap it on. Yeah, I mean, actually, I guess it kind of makes sense because most people can't even play VR games for more than like 30 minutes without getting sick. So I guess it is. But I'm one of those like power users that like, spends like 6 hours in my VR headset.
You need to turn the chronograph on. Do you want to point Hold on. Yeah, point it. You turn it on. Ready? 3, 2.
And that was way slower than I was expecting. The maximum speed we got was 22 meters a second. And apparently the Roman ballistas could shoot a 400-gram bolt at 90 meters a second. The bolt that we're shooting weighs 2 kilos though. So I cut it down so it weighed
Balloons?
400
Oh,
grams
yeah.
and gave it another go, which might make it 5 times faster.
People say good things about balloons. I've never played it though. I'm not a big tower defense person. Oh my god.
And my first shot was 36 meters a second, but I think I know how to make it faster. You know what I said earlier about Romans having an advantage because they have beards and engage in other activities? So I thought my mate Rowan should have a shot.
What are you accusing your friend of doing?
Put your face shield down. Thank you.
Oh my god.
And Rowan's was suspiciously faster than my shot at 38 meters or 130
A
feet
typical
per second.
Roman.
And that's not 90 meters a second fast like the Romans, but it's still pretty good considering the Roman ballistas that achieve those speeds had a draw weight of 5,000
Of course, you have to be
pounds,
Roman
while
in
our
order to
Expo's
operate the
draw weight
Roman
is only
ballista.
around 500 pounds. Don't ask me how that's possible. I really don't know. But then I realized something. How did the Romans know how fast they were shooting?
Yeah.
They didn't have
Actually,
chronographs.
yeah.
or
Actually, how did they come up with that? Who did someone interview them? Like, how would they know? How would they know how fast the ballistas fire?
Gavin from
Where
the
did you
slow-mo
read that?
guys. So I think all the Romans were lying, and the same with the
They were
French,
lying.
especially the French. Okay, now it's time to make this look like the level 10 Expo from Clash of Clans, which we did by covering it in foam. And this may surprise some of you because you're stupid, but these limbs here don't do anything. Neither does this foam on the front or this aesthetic string.
Still looks really good. Ooh.
Sorry, that does. And now you're probably looking at this and thinking, Alex, which is my name, this looks a bit like the level 10 Expo from Clash of Clans,
Which is my
but
name.
how is it going to shoot magical bolts and auto lock onto targets and then auto reload like in the game? Well, it's not. That wasn't in my budget, and also that's impossible. And you were just going to have to play the game.
I don't know. If you teamed up with Michael Reeves, you could probably make that happen. He's done like the. I loved his baby killing drones video.
See that happen. It will hopefully still shoot and look.
You probably
really
do
cool,
that
though.
with that
Okay,
technology.
I think my neighbors are preparing for siege warfare, so it's time to take it out to Hamilton's farm and do some real tests. Also, this is obvious, but anyone watching, especially people
then
living
again, they're
in
on the
Syracuse
other side of the
in
world
the 4th century BC,
to Michael
don't put
Reeves,
an
so
expo on your car
wasn't gonna
or
fly him
try
over for
any
this.
of this at home.
I
We're going to
suppose
do a couple of different tests, like a penetration test on this car door that I
this
stole
is
from
a
an
certified
undercover cop car,
Honda
and also shoot this
crossbow.
historically accurate Spartan
Oh my
suit of
gosh,
armor.
the getup and everything. Why does he not have any pants on?
And this armor is a good test, as in the game, the Expo can be used against troops like Pekka, this giant guy in a suit of armor. Then we'll have a
it's a
distance
Subaru.
test and an accuracy test, and then finally a drive-by test. And whoever gets the most points wins.
I don't even know.
I
I
haven't
don't even
decided.
know most car brands.
Ron, do you think we should do a range test first?
Yeah, that's
See distance?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good way to lose a bolt.
Yeah, but then at least...
And then we only have to shoot two.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's great. And also, if we do a destruction test first, we might pick up the bolts.
Yeah.
We might destroy them. I was going to say we can have a competition, but it won't really be a competition because it's just going to be who can wind it back the furthest and tilt it at the lowest angle.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay, first I wanted to know how far it can shoot. So we loaded up the small bolt to do a distance test.
Oh, I'm pretty... Oh, face shield. That's what I fucking forgot.
Imagine accidentally shooting it down into the car.
Maybe I should put this on. Actually, no, I can't see.
Like,
Nah, you put it on.
No, I'm not putting it on.
I don't think that would be repairable.
It's going to keep my face away from it.
I wonder who volunteered to have this crossbow put on their car. I don't know if they explained that.
3, 2.
Holy. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. The fletching was weird.
And that acted really weirdly in the air with the duct tape fletching that I put on. And also one of the rubbers snapped. But even with that, it went over 120 meters or 300
crazy.
feet. So we put on another
Are they
rubber
gonna
and
shoot
took
something
off
with
the
it?
fletching and tried again.
I don't even know. It'd have to be a pretty big target. I would love them to see like I would love to see them like shoot like a refrigerator with it or something. Wait, the noise is super cool too.
2, 1.
Oh jeez. This has to be like not allowed in Australia.
1. Similar distance.
Like the government's probably
And
looking
I
at this
thought
video
that
and
flew a similar
panicking.
distance, but it turns out it flew a lot further
I'm
at
trying
around
to sample that
160
noise.
meters or
Honestly,
520
sounds kind of like
feet.
a.
But that was measured by my steps, and I am slightly biased.
I don't know
And also
know
the steepest angle I
EDM
could
genres,
get the
but
Expo to
that
was
sounds like
15
a
degrees because of how I attached it to the car. So if it was
like
at
a sample that
45
I've heard
degrees, the bolt
before
would be
in
much further.
in
So now we're going to try the
a
Expo
song.
up against some targets and see what it does. And Rowan was up first.
Ah!
Yeah, it's comfy up here.
What's the point system we're going for here? What's worth the most?
Yeah. So there's 3 of us shooting.
Yeah.
I think if you pierce the armor, you get 3 points.
Yeah.
If you just pierce a mannequin, you get 1 point. If you miss, you get -1. And if you get through the car door, 4.
Okay.
So you can just choose.
What were those points again?
Don't ask me that.
There's no. It can't hit me if you aim it down at me right now, right?
This looks ridiculous.
Huh?
Oh
What
my
are you aiming
god.
for?
I'm going for the door.
He's going for
Oh.
the door.
He's a 4-pointer.
Or maybe I want
Oof.
the Roman. I don't know. There it is. I have no idea. 3, 2, 1.
Can you even aim that thing? Oh, sounds like it. Oh no, it missed.
1.
Jeez, it vibrates so much.
And he didn't
That's
account for
scary.
the drop of the heavy bolts and shot low in between their legs. So he's on 0
Right in between the
points.
legs.
And next was
That's
Alexa.
so unlucky.
Can you open this door?
Milady.
Oh.
Miss,
Yes! That's exactly what I wanted.
This feels amazing.
Yeah.
This feels so good.
It feels fucking sick.
Oh.
And I feel awesome just being at the front.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Loading. I'll go record.
I feel so powerful right now.
I'm gonna go record on this guy. Don't.
What are you going for?
I think Alex.
Huh?
Go, go, go.
Is it?
Go, no, go, you can go more. Go more. More. Okay, you can stop.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
What did that count as?
What?
Because I took
What
his
did the
pants off.
bolt do in the air? That was crazy.
I undressed him. I did exactly
He
what I
vanced
wanted.
him.
And somehow, Alexa took the guy's pants off. And I don't even know how many points that is worth. Probably 9.
Humiliation
And now it was my
points.
turn. And I was feeling the pressure to hit something.
What angle were you shooting the ballista at?
Don't tell him that.
Yeah, I'm not telling. You work it out. You built the thing.
I don't know what I'm aiming for.
Oh. It's okay.
What?
Still got it.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Oh, this...
Springs.
Okay.
Can you go further?
On Valentine's Day?
You're sabotaging me, Roland.
I
Why
don't
did
know.
you lock it in?
I don't know what your Valentine's Day is like, but what the heck?
Nice.
0, -1, -1.
What the heck happened?
And 2 of the rubbers broke, and
Oh,
it didn't
no.
go very far. So I was
Man.
on -1. Okay, so after Rowan and I spent an hour retying all the rubbers, we moved the car closer and
Oh,
had
jeez.
another shot.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll go for man.
No, go for the car door.
No, I'll go for man. 3, 2, 1.
Yay! Whoa!
That's so dangerous.
Whoa! What?
It didn't hit front on though.
It just
Yeah.
flew. Yeah, that's gonna destroy your windscreen if it flies off.
So far forward.
And that bolt hit sideways and bounced off. And this is all very hard. I'm starting to think that Expos
Why
and
did it fly
ballistas aren't the
sideways?
best siege weapons, or I'm just horrible at making things. And unlike the game where the Expo automatically locks onto enemies, we were having trouble hitting anything. So I moved the car a little bit closer.
That's... Man, they're gonna break the window or something.
And took aim
With the
at the
ricochet.
Spartan guy.
Count us down.
3,
I think that's just gonna bounce straight off, actually.
2.
Yeah.
Oh! Whoa!
they're lucky.
Straight through.
That's so lucky.
Mate, Alex, amazing aim.
Thank you. This is all we have
Actual
to do.
death
I
wish?
know.
Yeah. I hope nobody was sitting in the front seat.
Oh my god.
I don't think so. I don't think they'd be that dumb.
Yeah, don't touch him. Did you aim for
That's
a
right through it. I don't know what that's made
And that
out
was
of.
pretty impressive damage. It only stopped because the bolt got wider and it almost went all the way through.
Broadhead into him.
Yeah, it'll absolutely go through that one.
Poor guy.
So then Hamilton's mate had a shot at the car door.
Mm.
Did it all the way back? Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Did you get it? Yeah.
But how did they?
Brilliant.
I just.
Maybe.
In order to drive out to this field, they had to drive this on a on a public road. People just saw a car with a ballista on it. I wonder what people thought.
Oh, whoa!
What?
Holy sh! Dude, that sliced through so easily.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Look at that. The way
Oh,
it
just like a
peeled it up.
peeled
On
it like
both
a
sides?
can.
No, just one. Oh, it must have hit this.
I'm sure the
and then
Australian government loves this
Push-
video.
pushed up.
I'm sure they're having a field day with this
And
one.
now it was Hamilton's turn to shoot the Santa guy.
Like, if this wasn't illegal before, it definitely will be.
Oh! Holy.
Wait, was that
Oh my god! In the heart again?
He's got a spear sticking out.
Oh my god.
Okay, now we know that the bolt would do some serious damage, but we still don't know how easy it is to use while driving. So I tried that.
Dude, this would have been cool to see, like the ballistic gel, what it would do to that. And that's something I would want to see. Probably just go right through it, honestly.
I won't point it at you boys.
Thank you.
Yeah, go slowly next to him. Okay, go a bit closer to him.
Are they trying to move and shoot? Okay.
And that
Trying to
was
do a drive-by
ridiculously
with it.
hard to aim, so I tried again.
Yep, you can go.
We are here doing medieval drive-bys.
Go a bit closer to him.
And we couldn't find the bolt in the long grass, so we formed a search and rescue line. And besides finding a body that Hamilton had buried on his farm earlier, we couldn't find the bolt.
Wait, what? How do you...
But luckily, on the way back, Alexa stepped on it, which is great, as now Hamilton won't die while mowing
in
his
the
lawn.
ground? Jeez.
Okay, we were getting pretty bored and sunburnt, so we told ourselves that this was the last attempt.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay. I believe.
Here we go. Get him, Alex. Yes! Yes! Oh, in the neck. Oh wait, I don't need to keep driving.
And that was extremely fun to shoot. It did some great damage. And as for which one of us wins my made-up competition, probably Alexa for taking the guy's pants off. And there you go. I think I did a pretty good job of replicating the Expo from Clash of Clans. And mine actually had enough power to even take down armored troops from the game. So go download Clash of Clans right now and scan my QR code and join the event to not only plant trees, but also potentially get the builder.
I'm good. And 2 months ago, yeah. I mean, when you're making stuff as crazy as that, I'm not surprised. Inventing a bee weapon. Okay, I said that was gonna be the last one, so, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch this later. It just sounds like, huh? A weapon that shoots bees. Alan Penn, yeah. Oh no, I've seen this guy before. And then I built a long-range laser turret in my yard. I also want to watch this too. Well, oh my gosh. He's a myth buster. Oh, I've seen this guy has like a channel just dedicated to lasers. That's such a weird imagine. How do you even get into a hobby like that? And then it somehow becomes your job as well. That's crazy. 100 car batteries in parallel, and they were all exposed. What the? The internet, yeah. It's just the internet in a nutshell, honestly. Okay. That's it for me, though. I gotta wrap up. Thank you for spending time with me, though. I appreciate it. I didn't have also stream Good night, good night. Yeah, I hope if you didn't have anyone to spend Valentine's Day with, then mayhaps I mayhaps made your night a little less lonely. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. Okay. Bye all. See you again soon. Bye-bye. Bye.